Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be doing, let me see, Flippy and Flipqy from Happy Tree Friends. And let's go. Disclaimer number one, Flipqy is not canon. Sorry, just already messing up. Flippy in canon does suffer from severe PTSD. This is not a joke. I am not saying people with PTSD act like this. Also, Flippy may possibly have DID, which is dissociative some identity disorder. That's it. Sorry, was blanking on the I. And that is where you lose time and have other personalities. Let's say that's the layman's term of it, but basically alters that take over this time to help you survive. And it's usually, and no, it always is, you only can have it when you had it when you were a kid, and that's the only way you can have it as an adult, really. And it's usually from severe trauma, abuse, and a whole lot of other stuff that we're not going to get into this. And it's very real. It's not a lot studied on, but all illnesses were not studied on at some point. So yes, we are not here to shame anyone if they have this illness, unless they are completely faking it. And no, you do not get to say, I do not get to say, you do not get to say, unless it's, just don't do it. Just leave mental illness out of this. Don't troll people. Don't accuse someone of not having it because you don't know what they're going through. Unless they're making fun of it, then it's a whole different issue. And you all know, yeah. So, disclaimer 2, Flippy slash Flipqy are not Yandere and canon. This is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Simply for fictional characters is fine as long as you separate fiction from reality. Yanderes are not ideal partners to have in real life, and if you are suffering from losing time, not remembering where you were, such as that's what you experience and remember, you do things you don't remember, people say you act differently, or if you're having any symptoms of PTSD, please go to a specialist for mental health and talk to them about it because it is very serious and I want you all safe. Thank you. Now let's do this. Okay. Flippy is a very sociable and kind. Flippy is very sociable and kind. Blah. He is one of the most outgoing and kindest individuals in the town. That is very supportive of a lot of people around him. You are one of the most important people to him. He is the kindest to you and most supportive of you. He adores you and treasures you most. In fact, he has the biggest support. He is one of your biggest supports, and you help ground him when he needs it. You're like a positive trigger, which basically a positive trigger is like a traumatic trigger that triggers you and gives you PTSD and shite. Positive triggers like that's something that's like eating a favorite food you haven't. Basically, nostalgia, just all the good vibes that you have with it, and it associates with happy memories. And it's very good, yes. Anyways, where were we? Oh, yes. Anytime you show up in his daily, it just makes him feel so much better. He struggles with PTSD and possible DID, having it very hard. He does not know what to do with himself. He does not want to hurt you. That is the very last thing he wants to do. He runs away from you anytime he can feel like he's going to have an issue, but that is very rare when he can feel it. But most of the time he does not know and just flips out without warning. He loves you with all his heart, and if you would ever if he would ever hurt you, he would be devastated and he would not remember it, but all he would know is that you were hurt and it could have been by him. He would hate himself. He's the softer, gentler type of Yandere in which he wants your happiness above everything else and anyone else. Even if it means you will end up with someone other than him, he would be happy as long as you are happy. A very rare but selfless Yandere. It will hurt him greatly. It will hurt him greatly. Sorry, I had a little mucus I had to get rid of. It will hurt him. Sorry, I keep repeating. It would hurt him greatly, but he would it wouldn't matter to him because he cares about you more than himself in the end. Though his alter ego or alter in general, Flipqy, would not agree with this side of him, not at all. He is the selfish and possessive one that is not too happy with sharing you at all. He is also very bloodthirsty. Unlike Flippy, that will not kill anyone to any of his rivals, Flipqy would kill anyone that stands in his way of you or even so much as looks at you wrong. If they were actually to be with you, they would be tortured for days on end by Flipqy just to prove a point. He wanted he would enjoy making them suffer greatly because he wanted to make them suffer for even thinking of being with you. He also would not take no for an answer, dragging you and keeping you by his side, and that he would force you to accept his love. He is very sadistic. He is a very sadistic Yandere and will remove your limbs if you try or even think about leaving him. There is no way he's letting you go. He would be darned if he did. You are his sorry, so many. You are his and Flippy's. You are his and Flippy's, and so you better play nice. And then you won't and then you won't be punished, and everything will be happy ever after. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed, and sorry for me tripping over my words. I had a longer version of this recorded, but it talked a lot about personal stuff, and I decided to delete it and re-record it because I'm not ready to share that. Maybe I will one day. Who knows? Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed, and stay sexy, all my sexy muffins. Bye-bye!